Hey guys, what's up? We're back for episode 2, still here at Marconi Museum, still here with our friend John. Now we've shown you the muscle cars in the collection here, which is extraordinary. Let's do a brief, just a walk down the line. What do we have?
355, it's one of our customer cars. We have Premier Auto Housing, so they store their cars here. This was the original first year of the Testarossa, the TR.
And then another
the TR 512. This was the culmination of when they went from the TR, manual steering and all the stuff, to power steering, more of a kind of a business coupe touring, semi-grand touring car. 355. The 355 came out obviously right after the 348. We had just won the US and the World Championships, 348 Challenge. And they let me, I was standing there with Piero Montezemolo, who is president of Ferrari and Fiat World, and Gianluigi Bottoni, who is president of North America. And I'm sitting in the Ferrari factory, and he goes, "Mr. Marconi, how would you like to prepare your car?" So I custom ordered the car right there. I said, I want the F40 seats in it, carbon fiber with the two-tone. I want this. And they started stacking up, and they got 5 or 6 technicians just writing away on this thing. I just won the championship, so I'm thinking like I'm the big dog and I'm gonna get everything I want. Pretty much did. It cost, but did. But it's a special order for John Marconi. It's before they did special order cars.
This is 348, right?
No, this is a Mondial.
The Mondial, that's right.
Now
that's
it does look,
yes.
You look at the front of it, it looks like a 348.
Yeah.
Or the 308, the 328, 308, 328, that was its period.
Yeah. Is this F12?
This is an F12. I think it's got like 650 something horse, and it's just stupid fast.
Yeah. It's really funny. I mean, John, we've talked about it. I'm just, for whatever the reason is, I'm not a massive exotic car guy. There's a handful of them that hit my passion button. This is most certainly one of them. How's this to drive? Is it pretty amazing car?
It's awesome. This is Vincent's favorite car, and it's all carbon. And basically it's a detuned F1 V12 in it. So it runs about 8,000 RPMs, maybe a little more. Everything is unique about it. It drives beautifully. You can lug it all the way through. It's a gentleman's car if you choose to be. Unlike the 40.
That's
we'll
a whole
talk
different beat.
We'll
yeah,
talk about that
one
but
in a minute.
This is a lot of fun to drive and very comfortable to drive.
Yeah. Now, this is just pure beauty. That's the Daytona, right? That
is the Daytona. Yeah, it's a 375 GTB4 Daytona, and it's a 1973. And you look at it and it's fly yellow. And you know how he got that? You know how fly yellow came up?
Yeah.
You're not gonna believe this. When a fly hits your windshield, that yellow speck.
Yeah.
That's fly yellow.
That's awesome.
That's where originally we were told that's where Ferrari got it. It's fly. They call it fly yellow.
I love it, man. They tried to match the color
of the fly speck, and because we have killed a lot of flies.
This is one of those. It's funny. I have a memory of being a young kid, right? My dad, whenever I would see a Dino, look, Dad, it's a Ferrari. No, it's not. It's a Fiat. That's what he would always say. It's a Fiat. But I still have a great love for these. We're gonna glaze past this car for right now, because you guys, we're about to get deep into this one, so we're just gonna leave this one alone for a second, because that's the one we are gonna take out for a drive, by the way, you guys. I'm gonna get to go for a ride in an F40, which I've never, ever, I've never even sat in one. So, okay, leave the F40.
We'll let the car do the talking.
Now, these were both one-offs, right? Created for the Sultan of Brunei?
They're one of 6. So what they did is, for the Sultan, he ordered 6. 2 green, 2 beige, and 2 blue that color. And that way each one got one for the royal family. Every time they'd order custom cars, each one of the royal family would get a car and get in those 3 traditional colors. You are around custom cars all the time.
Yeah.
Take a look at what you do. All these Restamods, Restifieds, I mean, the crazy crap these guys do is an amazing feat of engineering.
It is, truly.
Can you imagine building a hydraulic top assembly for 6 cars? No production, to explore all the stuff that's got to be done. It's got a Mercedes transmission in it, transaxle, because it's 2 inches lower than the Ferrari transaxle that came in the car, because they couldn't get the top stack in. And you got Pininfarina, who's one of the greatest designer engineers in the world, doing the prototypes for Ferrari during all this time. And with Ferrari, in conjunction with Ferrari, they built this car for the Sultan of Brunei. The rumor is they're $40 million a month between the Sultan's family and Pininfarina building custom cars.
So both these are Sultan cars.
Yeah, this one is crazy. It is a TR 512 LM bottom end and completely redesigned the car. Obviously you can see the body's all completely redesigned out of carbon.
This car has some important history previous to you guys, but then to your family, this has a lot of history, doesn't it?
It does. It's a 1950 195S. It's the 53rd Ferrari ever built.
53rd Ferrari
53rd Ferrari built. It's an incredible car. We bought the car. We wanted to go to and drive the Mille Miglia over in Italy, a 1,000-mile rally through the streets and over the countryside of Italy. And that was a real dream for both of us. So we got the car done, and here's how it went. So I'm coming down the Fuda Pass, coming down the equivalent of the Alps in Italy, and I'm driving down, and I'm hauling ass, and my dad's next to me. He's on the left side, I'm on the right side, we're on the ooh side. So what happens is I hear this freaking roar, and I look up in the rearview mirror. It's Sterling Moss. The Mercedes factory had pulled his SLR, the silver car, the silver bullet, out of their museum, completely restored it so he could drive it. I look up in the mirror and I said, Jesus, Dad, it's Moss. I'm looking up and he drops down on a left-hander on the inside of us, blind corner. 2 turns, gone. And I'm just hanging on for everything I'm worth. My old man's screaming at me. He says, slow down, slow down. It was craziness.
All right, I want to walk over on that side, but we're going to gliss past, and I say that like
Got it?
Kind of jokingly, but I mean, the
Unser
glissing
Jr.
past, this is Michael's?
This is Al Unser Jr.'s last winning Indy car.
That's Junior's,
You take a look, and it's got the Speedway configuration. You take a look at this one. This is Mario Andretti's last winning Indy car.
Just so staggering what you guys own. This is Mansell's car? Yeah, Nigel Mansell.
This is our Ferrari religious experience. Nigel Mansell's Formula One car, Michael Schumacher's Formula One car, and of course Ayrton Senna's Formula One car, all in one piece. This is the, what do you call it?
It's like the Holy Grail
Holy
of race
Grail.
cars
There you go.
right here.
That's it.
It truly is.
That's
wild to, it's funny, dude. This is the closest, by the way, that I've ever personally been to a Formula One car. And it's staggering when you look in here to see how tight it is.
You ain't
doing this
you
for
don't
comfort.
get it. No. When you get into a Formula car, I raced Formula cars 90% of my career. You put it on. You actually wear it. Now the seat's not in it.
Right.
The support's not in it.
Right.
And the steering wheel's not in it, because the steering wheel is probably a $75,000 steering wheel we have it in the safe. You want to sit in it?
Seriously?
Yeah. Now nobody gets to sit in it, but I.
Oh, I mean, this is
all right. Here's what the only thing I need you to do.
I was not expecting this.
The only thing I need you to do is just make sure.
Look, I'm getting teary right now. That's how.
We'll pull these out in a second. What I want you to do is watch the canards there.
Yep.
Step in.
Yep.
With your feet. Step in 1 foot first, obviously.
Yep.
Other foot.
Holy
That's okay.
cow.
It's carbon. You're not going to break it. All right.
Holy
both
cow.
hands here. Straight leg. Put your straight. No. Before you squat down, put your straight legs out straight. Otherwise, you won't be able to get in.
Holy cow.
And slide down in it. Okay.
Holy shit.
Legs forward. There you go.
Oh my God, it's so tight. Kind of.
That's what I said first time I got in it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. It's so funny. You go, oh, let's just talk about one of them because it's so crazy what all's here. But this guy, because this is something I've never seen in my life prior to coming to your place.
The Chisetta. It's a transverse mounted V16. And you're going, I'm sorry, you stuttering? I said, no, it's a transverse mounted V16. Look at the hips on the old gal.
I know. I mean, it's so wide.
We brought this over from England. What happened was there was a problem with the 16 that nobody can really describe what was going on with it. So Pininfarina, to get this car finished and everything else, took the back clip of the car, completely redesigned it, and it's got a flat 12-cylinder Testarossa off a TR 512 in this car.
Oh,
it's one of one in the world that's got this configuration. It was done by Pininfarina.
There's 2 last exotic cars that I want to talk about, one of which we're going to take out for a little putt around the neighborhood. But this is one of those cars that really fascinates me.
XJ220. The reason they call it a 220 is because it goes 220 miles an hour. That's what Jaguars are infamous for.
This is mid-90s, isn't it?
Yeah, V6 twin turbo. Yeah, it's a 94.
I mean, it's really wild to me. I mean, just standing right here, you got this, then you got Kit, you got a Batmobile. I mean, we've got pre-war. Up here, we've got a friggin' 300 SL. I mean, a Pantera, another Pantera.
Fire truck.
All right, you guys, we're gonna go to, for me, the holy grail of the exotic cars in your collection. For guys like me that predominantly really love muscle cars, that's kind of where I live for the most part, the custom stuff, you know. I think the Ferrari F40 is the, I don't even know the term for it. It's a car that speaks to everyone, right? You can be muscle car guy, you can be sports car, exotic car, I don't care what you're into. I don't know that there's a car person on the planet, guy or girl, that doesn't see an F40 and do something like, holy shit, it's an F40. How long have you guys had this car?
30 years, maybe. I took it out for the first time, and I had, you know, bad acid flashbacks of what it was like, and it did not disappoint. The car is, you've got to understand a race car's language. It is a race car, and if you think it's anything but, you need to just park it and don't drive it.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood once said it best: a man's got to know his limitations.
Yeah, yeah. And I got no problem knowing mine. I'm the first guy to, you know.
This thing, this has got early technology where they didn't have the double disc clutch back then. But this thing was brutal. It didn't get driven much because there wasn't a lot of people, you know, prior to me, you know, didn't like to drive it, and it was too wicked to drive.
Yeah.
You take this thing out, and with the internal combustion, and when it comes on, there's no management.
Yeah.
You either manage it between this, and this, or it will manage you.
Yeah, I mean, you got no ABS, you got no stability, you got no traction, you got no granny assist whatsoever. No. You got a pure raw.
And you'll see it when we come out. We're going to go light out in first gear, but it just lights them up, you know, and just, you don't want the car getting sideways. You ready to go take a drive?
I'm so ready. I mean, I'm still.
You've heard enough of me.
Let's go take a drive. I'm still stuck over here in the Schumacher car a little bit.
Get your butt out of Michael's car. Come on.
I can't believe I got to put my butt where Schumacher's. Well, technically I didn't because the seat's not in there.
Well, the bottom line is his DNA is in that car, and now so is yours.
But I'm definitely ready to go for a ride in this puppy. We're gonna just kind of cruise for a minute so we can get some temperature in the car. What a sound! Holy
It is pretty
cow,
cool.
Man.
It is pretty cool. A little different than the CUDA. I got to get my balance. I got to get my mojo back.
Just a little different, dude. I'm rarely rendered completely speechless, but
Just don't want to get into it too hard yet. We'll go down to the end and back once or twice.
I heard the little whistling there.
Yeah, that one, that wastegate over there, it really, you can hear that one really well. Wow. Popped off the wastegate. See how hard it pulls in first gear, so it gets right with the program, and it popped out the wastegate. So
God, when that boost comes on, I mean, it just fully threw me back in my seat.
see, no ABS. No ABS, Bubba.
I'm like a 5-year-old kid right now, dude. I'm partially embarrassed. Like all my cool just went out the window.
I got you.
Ow, dude. No, I know. I'm not worried about you. I just wanted to have something to grab onto. That's all. God dang.
Vroom.
I guess you just, oh, there's a cop there. So probably not a good idea to rip it.
Let's ask permission.
Okay. We're going to ask permission to this cop real quick. Do you know all these guys?
Every one of them. Am I in trouble yet?
Not yet.
Can I do a couple of rollers back here? We're doing a video shoot. You didn't see anything.
Thank you, man. That's what you call having some friggin' clout, bro.
No, it's just respect. The Rock said that one time on Rundown. He said when you're leading into a man's refrigerator, it's better to ask permission, you know, and you just do. You ask permission and make sure it's okay. You don't want to put him in jeopardy.
For sure.
You know, that's not what it's all about.
I mean, when that boost comes on, dude, it's just throwing my head back.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like a Tesla, but you got to consider where it came from.
yeah. This just matched up to everything I ever thought an F40 would be. It like.
Is it what you
meets
thought
the legend.
it was? Is it what you thought it would be?
Yes. All right, you guys, that's 2 episodes with the Marconi Automotive Museum, our friend John Marconi. You kind of get a sense of what's going on here. I can't recommend enough to spend a couple bucks. The money goes to a good cause, which is helping out kids. And we all know kids are the future of this world. So I highly recommend, come down here, check out some amazing cars, say hello to John and his family, have your mind blown while doing something good. Please come down and support the Marconi Automotive Museum. I promise you, you will be knocked out. And by the way, are you not blown away by what they have here? Man, anyways, I could go on and on and on. I'm gonna stop here and simply say, thanks for hanging and watching what we do, and I will see you in the next episode. All right, you guys, later.